The Christmas season is among Carthage's most glorious times. Well over 1,000 guests come to campus for Christmas festival. Alumni, parents, and friends share a meal before the performances. Our students rush up and down Campus Drive as they finish their projects for the semester and prepare for exams. And Christmas trees are seemingly everywhere, in residence halls, in our offices, and in our worship spaces. But this year, things look a little different. Our students went home at Thanksgiving, some even before that, and they've completed their exams at home online in early December. And so, no singing in the chapel, no talking with students on Campus Drive, and no Christmas trees to invite us to the season. But I am immensely proud of this community and how it has now, as it has time and time before, overcome significant challenges. Our students completed their classes, many of which were online, while continuing to work jobs on and off campus. Our faculty taught many courses in more than one fashion to accommodate their students, and staff found new ways to serve students even when working from home. This semester has been a tribute to creativity and fortitude, and a lot has happened. And so I invite you now to walk with me around this beautiful campus as I share with you some of the highlights of this past year. It was just over a year ago, at Homecoming 2019, where we gathered in this chapel and launched a year-long celebration of educating women at Carthage since 1870. And though the 150 years of Carthage Women Initiative did have to end officially without great fanfare, I can tell you that the results were anything but modest. Over 9 months of active celebration, we engaged over 80 volunteers, held over 50 events, and raised over $7.1 million to honor Carthage women of the past and support Carthage women of the future. This fall, Homecoming 2021, we will gather together again and celebrate that fantastic work. At Carthage, as you know, we pride ourselves on small classes and personalized attention for our students. So when COVID-19 appeared in March, we knew we had a real challenge in our hands, especially due to that number 14. Imagine if ones or tens or hundreds of students were stepping out of classes and back in at different points of the semester. But we rose to meet this challenge with a combination of imagination and dedication and technology. Technology allowed us to deliver education to all students, regardless of how many were quarantining at any one time. Within days, we scaled up training on technology. Faculty and staff learned new pedagogies. A team provided a way for our music students to perform synchronously even though they were remote. Social work and education majors found new ways to complete their fieldwork, and our faculty took opportunities to invite guest professionals from across the country to enter their classes over Zoom. We also moved our traditions online. Traditions like celebration of scholars, commencement, Giving Day, and homecoming. Along the way, we discovered how we could bring more Carthaginians together than ever. And I'm proud to say that on Giving Day, we broke new records for participation and for dollars raised. And I thank you for your contribution this year. After commencement, we took up the next challenge, how to bring students back for a residential experience this fall. Again, knowing about that 14 days. This time, through masks, social distancing, and a hybrid model of both in-person and online education for nearly all of our classes, we met the challenge again. This summer, in addition to confronting the pandemic, our nation became engaged in a national reckoning on race, especially following the killing of George Floyd in Minneapolis. We know that Carthage is part of our region and nation, and must offer its own authentic response to national circumstances and to local ones, such as the shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. And so, out of our commitment to seek truth and honor God's love for all people, we announced a robust anti-racism plan of action in July. Our plan takes as its guiding principle the words of Ida B. Wells, a Black educator, journalist, and activist. She said, "The way to right wrongs is to turn the light of truth upon them." And already we've made progress. We've established an intercultural center and we're engaging all first-year students in a discussion of diversity and how to gain facility and competence in intercultural environments. Our faculty are proposing a curricular requirement for all students on the legacies of racism. And we've partnered with 3 local colleges to join a national initiative called the Moonshot for Equity. Collectively, we pledge to eliminate equity gaps in retention and graduation in the next decade.
What we've been able to do online since March, thanks to the incredible work of our faculty and staff, is truly remarkable. And the pedagogical expertise we've gained will be to the benefit of students long into the future. At the same time, though, we've all come to recognize, now more than ever before, the tremendous value of opportunities where in spaces just like this one, students can join together and work hard in a group to achieve a singular goal, whether that's in the arts or in athletics. Being online is no substitute for playing on the offensive line or singing the alto line. This semester, we created opportunities for our students, and they've been so grateful. Our fine arts students, spaced out and wearing masks as needed, presented 21 newly created live performances and a total of 38 programs for our campus community to enjoy. Our student athletes, although they were unable to host opposing teams or travel to play in conference competition, continued to practice and held 30 scrimmages across our many fall sports. And as testing becomes available, we are looking forward to all of our sports being able to compete in the winter and the spring.
Preparing students for a successful future is at the core of our mission. That was always on the mind of Tom Clausen, our former trustee and former chief executive of Bank of America, and this space behind me is a tribute to his legacy and that thinking. That thinking has led us to launch new programs, such as nursing, in the liberal arts and meeting the needs of the world around us. In the spring of 2019, we graduated our first class of nurses, all 13 of them. This spring, we will graduate 80 nurses into what could not be a more important time for the healthcare field. Recently, we've announced a master's program in sports management. We're launching a School of Business and Economics, and with board approval, we'll be starting an engineering program. We know that this is why when nearly all Wisconsin private schools had a smaller first-year class this fall, we were up 6%. It's truly an exciting time to be part of Carthage's growth and development. However, none of this would be possible without your support, your encouragement, your engagement, and your investment. Those are what help us shape Carthage students into their best selves and the best graduates that the world needs them to be conscientious and informed leaders, to be the go-to people in their community when something needs to get done, and in these and so many other ways, to be Carthaginians following in your footsteps. In this holiday season, I thank you for all the support that you've given me over this past year and for all the commitments you've made to the future of Carthage. May your year be bright. May each day be filled with light, and may you, in turn, shine that light into the lives of others. Merry Christmas.